All right, you guys. So for this first test, I am plugged into my RV hookup, and I currently only have the Wi-Fi and the TV connected, as you guys can see. And there you go. We are getting around 220 watts pulling right now altogether, and that should give us roughly about 7 hours of power with just those two items plugged in. We are going to test out a window unit just to see how it does. We have it plugged in. There is nothing right now, and let's see how it does. We are at 71 watts, and this one here will give us about 24 hours, and that is a low setting. Let's take it up to high. Let's cool, and there you go. Everything is working. Alright, now the AC kicked in. We are at almost 700 watts at one point, but you are pulling a lot of power out of it. So on this one, you might get about 3 hours of working time. Now, in a power outage, who doesn't need their coffee? And here we go. You are able to use your coffee. All right, this scenario here could maybe be like a camping stuff where you have to charge your electronics. Obviously, here I currently have also command collar, whatever you guys want to call these, shock collars or e-collars, right? That's on. I'm currently charging my tablet as well, as you guys can see, and I'm also charging my Olight. Just with these couple things plugged in, we're still at 99%. We're pulling about 33 watts, and you'll get maximum around 35 hours of charging time, right? Obviously, the smaller kind of stuff such as this, you're gonna get a lot of time out of them, right? So this is perfect for a lot of your electronics. When you go camping, you're good, right? It's gonna give you the maximum kind of battery usage out of the smaller stuff. The next thing I want to test out is this commercial electric fan. Let's see how it does. It is now on. That feels amazing. In a low setting, you'll roughly get around 17 hours, I would say, in a low setting. Now we have this fan to the max, so you'll roughly get about 10 hours of continuous power. And this is one of the beauties of having this DJI 2000. Obviously, everything is on, right? It's just quiet. What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serrano's Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm very excited because I am finally ready to talk about this brand new unit, the DJI 2000. I'm very excited because in today's video, guys, we are going to be using it to clean my Tacoma. All right, so let's get started with this video. All right, you guys, so coming in at $1,200, kind of that's the sticker price on this thing, which you can always get it on sale as well, which lately I've seen some really amazing deals on this unit. But we'll begin from our right side here. I think it's left side for you guys, or it's probably right side as well. Up here you have your power button. You just hold that down And yes, I charged it. So we have 100% out here, and you will also see this little sign up here, kind of little Wi-Fi, which is amazing because this also connects to your phone, and you don't have to kind of keep coming to see the unit, like how much power do you have left, what's your percentage, because you can literally pull it out on your phone, connect it, and you have all this information right at your fingertips with your phone, and you can see everything that you're seeing here. You can also see it on your phone, which I'll display that here in a little bit as well. Anyways, to our left side we have our AC button, which you hold that on, and now it is on, and this part here is on. If this is off, you have no power right here. But it comes with 3 outlets and a 30 amp, which this is what we call the RV hookup, which comes in clutch. If you are a detailer and you still have not given in to creating a 30 amp box, you need to do that. And I'll show you the one I use for visual purposes, but try and get those boxes made because it comes in clutch, helps so much when you're out in the field with using a lot of equipment. Next up, we have these 4 outlets here. I believe these are Type C's, where you can charge your phone, you can charge your electronics, a lot of things. These are all rapid chargers as well. And then you have 4 more, but these are 24 watts to where you can plug in more items, such as like if you don't have the Type C's, and you can charge your phone with it, you can charge other items, but you have all of this at your fingertips. Right up here, this is your charging port, which in the box you do get a charging cable as well. One of the favorite things I love about this unit is you have the option to rapid charge, right? And when you take this button up, you can fully charge this unit from 0% to 100% in less than an hour. So you can feel very confident that you're gonna have power very quickly, and you can get your day going as well. And lastly, you have your SDC ports. These are to where if you're going to pair tandem, you can connect more than one unit into this, and you're going to get more power, right? Eventually my goal is to have 1 more of these and connect them together, and then I'll have 6,000 watts out of 2 of these things, right? But that's the goal, and hopefully I will buy one here soon within the next year or so, right? Other than that, this unit has been really good. I've had this unit since July, and it has been being used heavily in the field. You guys have seen a couple videos of me kind of showcasing it. It stays in my truck, but in today's video, obviously, I'm gonna show you how much battery we are gonna have by the end of this video by using it on my Tacoma. And hopefully the goal is for you guys to get an idea of if this unit is truly catered to you, right? In my detailing business, I strictly use this one more when I'm doing a maintenance detail where I'm not using the heavy extractor, but I'm gonna give you guys so much information that I hope you guys will enjoy this video. So let's get started, let's get this connected, and let's clean my Tacoma. This is a box that I had one of my electrician friends make me, right? So if you have a customer that is an electrician, they can definitely do this, right? And this box here is a 3,000 watt outlet box, right? It's catered truly to my 3,000, to my DJI 2000, which totals out 3,000 watts maximum wattage. So I wanted to, whenever you do this, you want to create a box that's going to handle the total wattage of your unit. So in this one here, all these outlets that are in here, right? This is a waterproof case. All these outlets here will total out 3,000 watts. So I can plug in really anything and I should be okay, right? Now, there are some things that you can't plug in and it's gonna work all at the same time. Remember, this is only a 3,000 watt unit, right? For that, if I need more watts, that's when I turn on my my generator, which gives me we're roughly around like 6,000 watts with that one, which I have another box which gives me the 6,000 or the 5,500 watts on that one. I'll switch it over to that one so that when I plug in all the big items, it doesn't trip the breaker or anything. All right, so I highly recommend you tell your electrician friend, hey dude, look, can you make me a box? This is only a 3 foot, I think it's a 3 foot or a 2 foot length. It's not that long, and then all you do is you plug it right into your unit, and now you have power. Now you can plug 4 items out of this one, and you can pull all the outage, all the watts on this one. So that is what we're going to be using for this video. And let's get it all set up. All right, you guys, so before I turn everything on, I want to show you how I have everything connected. All right, in the box, I have the Ridgid vacuum. This thing is about almost 2 years old, I think, and it has been amazing. Next up, we have it connected also, a 25-foot extension cord, 11 amps, 125 volts, total max out of 1,375 watts, which is connected here, which it comes connected to. We have it connected to our air compressor as well as our pressure washer. So both of those are connected there. Now, let's go ahead and turn everything on, and you guys are gonna see the screen here. So as of now, we are pulling roughly, I'm gonna say 1,500 watts, and that is truly coming from the air compressor. So just by using the air compressor alone, we are at 91% of battery, which it also tells me here a total of 65 minutes remaining. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, as the air compressor is running, I'm gonna test it out with the vacuum. I usually run the unit by itself, but let's see if it can handle this small vacuum. And it didn't. So usually that's the only downside, is it's not gonna take everything at once. So usually what I'll do is I'll let my air compressor fill up, it'll stop, and then I'll turn on my my vacuum, or just turn the air compressor off and then go to your next step. All right, let's go ahead and turn on our vacuum. So with our vacuum, it's gonna give us, if we are only using the vacuum itself, you get 116 minutes of runtime. And you're roughly pulling about 900 watts. All right, we've successfully vacuumed the Tacoma, and we are roughly at 86% battery. And the last thing when I do just a basic is washing the exterior. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on our pressure washer. But before we wash the car, change of plans. Now I just got a call to go unlock a truck, so let's go. What's up, baby? Do you want to go with daddy? We gotta go to work. You ready? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, boy. We gotta get you suited up. Let's go. Hey, you ready to go work with me? Yeah? All right, let's go. So once I arrived, this gentleman had already done majority of the work. He had already attempted, I'm assuming multiple times, as you're gonna see here, and I was like his last resort. Funny thing, he's also a detailer, and he also has a unlock kit, but it's inside his truck. So I'm really appreciative for the opportunity. we were able to successfully open this truck and get them back to detailing. All right, you guys, we are back home and we are going to continue with the last process, which is washing the Tacoma. It kind of is raining at this current time, so we're still going to wash it though. But we are at 86%. We've successfully blown out the interior. We've also vacuumed the interior. And the last thing in this process is washing the exterior. So let's get right to it. Alrighty, guys, the Tacoma is now done. We have vacuumed, blown, and we washed, right? This is kind of your maintenance wash, maybe your basic package. Once all that's said and done, we still have 63% of battery, which is pretty good. Now, I want to show you what this thing can all power. So let's get to that part. All right, you guys, what you see plugged up right now is the Chief steamer. Can it handle the Chief steamer? Well, let's turn it on and find out. Will it trip the breaker? And the answer to that is no. It is working. Right now we're pulling roughly 1,000, let's just say about 1,800 watts. And that's just with it on, right? The pump or the boiler hasn't kicked in, which I'm sure should be kicking in here soon. And I'm sure that's when the wattage will go up as well. But it can definitely handle the Chief steamer by itself. The max you'll get is roughly about 40 minutes of usage, just the steamer alone, right? But in my opinion, that should give you more than sufficient time to really do like all your cleaning that you do on your interior. All right, you guys, I've gone ahead and plugged up our 30 amp for this demonstration. We have our two connectors that go into my big extractor, my refrigerator, as Drago calls it. Can it hold the power for the extractor itself? All right, you guys, so right now I have both vacuums on, plus obviously our pump that produces the solution. We are roughly, I would say, at about 2,400 watts. So we're kind of close to pushing it, right? And with this on, I'm gonna get about 28 minutes of usage of power, right? I'm gonna now turn on the heating element and see what happens. Probably at this point, it will trip the breaker, but majority of the times, honestly, I'm not using the heating element when I've been using this. because the Chief Steamer has been doing an amazing job as like a pre-treatment. So let's see what happens when I put the heating. All right, the heater is now on, and it hasn't tripped the breaker, so it can handle my extractor. All right, you guys, as you guys saw, this thing does very, very well for a good maintenance detail. A very basic vacuum and washes, this thing is gonna really do very well. I've honestly have gotten max use out of this unit about 2.5 cars until this thing dies, right? And that is truly maintenance packages, very basics. I think I was able to get almost 3 cars to the very end. It just died, right? All right, we're gonna continue. But anyways, overall, the performance of this power bank, I'm very impressed with. For the price and everything I have put this unit through, I can honestly say I'm very happy I purchased it, right? I mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can also connect this to your phone, which as I talk about it, I'm gonna be posting a video as how this works. And it shows you on the screen how this thing looks when you see it through your phone, right? This tool has been really good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really haven't used it just because this unit stays in my truck and majority of the times I'm recording, so I just can't see. But the times that I have used it to see where I'm at power-wise, it has been very beneficial because I'm like, okay, I'm kind of borderline, let's turn it off, let's charge it up, right? For that reason, it's been amazing. This is truly a perfect tool for a lot of us. You don't have to detail, you don't have to go out and camp if you don't want to. This is a good at-home power bank to have. 3,000 watts. I've been able to power my coffee. I've been able to power an AC unit with this. What else have I powered? I've powered my TV with the Wi-Fi because, you know, kids got to have that Wi-Fi. And it's done really well. One time we had power outage. I hooked just the TV itself and then our Wi-Fi router just to give the kids access to that, and it did really well, right? This unit is a workhorse. When I purchased this thing, I honestly was like, I don't know why I purchased it, but it just looks too good and I want to have it. And I gotta say, I'm very happy I purchased this. Now, yes, some of you guys might say, yeah, I'm passing on that unit because it doesn't last, it doesn't charge, it doesn't hold everything at once. Again, majority of the times we are using one item at a time, right? Or you're just gonna have to figure out what powers this perfectly and what it doesn't, right? Maybe getting a box, like I said, for your 30 amps is gonna do really well. Right now I'm having a little bit of issue with the one I have. I don't know if I'm having electrical issues, so I'm really using more of the outlets. But when I use that box with my generator, it does really well, right? So I'm just kind of plugging into the outlets just to test it out, and it holds more of the power, right? This unit, honestly, is perfect to have. It doesn't have the solar capability, right? They do have a solar kit combo, which I should have bought that one instead, because when you have that solar power, literally my plan was, or is eventually whenever I buy it, or hey DJI, if you see this video, hey, can you send me a solar panel? My goal is to put it on top of the truck, and then this thing stays charged at all times, right? Even as you're using it, that power, the sun is generating that power so that your unit stays charged. So for you guys that are like, oh yeah, it's not gonna last. It can last. If you have the right equipment, it's gonna last, right? You're gonna have power 24/7, right? So eventually that's my goal, is I want to buy another unit to connect them to both together and have about 6,000 watts. At that point, it will run everything in my system at once, right? Right now, I've kind of figured out what it can power, what it can't power all at once. But I've been okay with using it out in my field. I haven't slowed down. It hasn't given me any issues, right? I have kind of dropped it, I think, at the bottom one day, but that's about it. Kind of what I did is I ended up using one of my cooler straps, and then I put some heavy duty zip ties, and I made it into like a nice to where I can carry it, right? This thing weighs, I'm gonna say probably maybe like 100 pounds. I don't know the actual weight on it, but it is hefty. It is very, very heavy. But the components, everything on the inside, I would pretty much say like it's very shockproof, fireproof. It's made to be used out in the elements, right? It has a very quiet fans on the side, which at first I was like, is this thing ever on? But yes, it has some fans. It's very quiet, so even as you're charging it, you're good, right? Wow, now it's raining pretty hard. But overall, this unit has been solid. I've been very happy with the usage I've gotten out of this. It's been 4 months, I think, since July, I could be wrong, that I have heavily used this unit in my system, in my truck. Now, one of the beauties of it, and I'm going to end this video with this, is how quiet it is, right? I've enjoyed it when going to buildings, offices, where they're like, hey, you can't use a generator, we don't accept those. Having this has been amazing because it's quiet and all you're really hearing is the equipment, which is very quiet. So for that reason, I have enjoyed using this. At times I'm like, I forget I have my headphones on. I was like, man, is my equipment on? And it is, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of today's video of just kind of seeing this unit in action. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this unit, but I hope that my feedback kind of gave you an idea for a future purchase. You can use this in your detailing business. You can use it at home when you go camping. I've used it to when I go with, also on hot days, I plug in a fan in here and he stays comfortable, right? Many uses to this. So again, the DJI 2000 has been probably a very, very good investment. You know, there's the EcoFlows and all of those, but honestly, DJI has been a brand that I've used for a lot of the drones that I purchased. I've purchased the mics and it hasn't failed me yet. So for that reason, this was a no-brainer. It's a brand that I already know and I trust, and I know that it's been amazing. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always, God bless you guys, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.